Hey guys, how's it going? Brandon here and welcome back you guys to some more NSTL. We are here for week 4 against the Baltimore Gliscorioles. That's how you pronounce them in my case, because I have no fucking idea to say their name. Yep, we're up against ZayneGoose, a really good battler, a very good friend of mine as well. His team is scary this week as well. Before we get to this, let me literally tell you his team. I've written it all down. He's got the Mega Morwile. Really scary draft format. This thing hits hard. It has huge power and like base 135 attack. That's fucking bad, yo. Thunderous T, Hydreigon, Nidoqueen, Jolteon, Hooper Unbound, Quagsire, Tentacruel, Abomasnow, Pyro, Castform. This is the man that got a 6-0 sweep, a 5-0 sweep week 1 with Z Skill Swap Hooper Unbound. So I'm very scared for week 4. Continuing we're 0-3. We're yet to win a battle this league so far, which is fine. You know, shits and gigs. Who really cares? Because it's just a bit of fun at the end of the day. If you've ever enjoyed the NSTL, make sure you hit that like button down below for us, so it supports the channel and the series. With the team build, I will explain a few things with the team and what my mindset going into the game was. Right, so first off, we have got, as always, our boy Thunderous Theory. We got Kachow here with the expert about holding Focus Blast, Thunderbolt, Nasty Plot, Psychic. Focus Blast is there to hit the Hydreigon, the Hooper, the Jolteon. After one Nasty Plot, I one-shot the Jolteon with Focus Blast. Abomasnow, Pyro, and Castform. Thunderous does the absolute work to his team. I was talking to the two Jacks, because that is who my prepping team is really to help me through this season. Now I've played both of them, I can get both of them to help me each week. Basically, they were saying Abomasnow was not coming. I was adamant Abomasnow was coming, absolutely adamant. Only because I have Thunderous in the Salamence, and I do have a bit of a superior. I have a really big ice weakness in my team. Apart from, of course, like JBL and Crystal, who can take them like nothing, but still, 4 times weak Salamence is going to be a threat. And there was one thing going into the team builder that he kind of gave away. We were talking in the NSTL Discord, and basically we was talking about trades. Now we can trade. I'm probably not going to do any. And this is really stupid. I'm probably going to be the only coach all season that doesn't do any trades. I just like my team the way it is. I don't see the need to get rid of anyone. The only thing I was looking at was Sylveon, but I'd have to get rid of like Mega Ordino and Fortress for it. And nah. In my opinion, I'd rather keep Mega Ordino and Fortress, because Mega Ordino is still fat as fuck. So yeah, so basically they're talking about trades, and I said, "Oh man, what could I trade?" And he turned around himself and went, "I'll get rid of Salamence for Altaria." And that still means that I'd trade my Dragon Flying for a Dragon Flying, but obviously a worse one. Sorry, Altaria fans. But that just made me think, he's massively prepped for Salamence this week. And looking at the team, Salamence does massive work apart from the Abomasnow and the Mega Morwile. Literally, Salamence runs through his team. So, straight away, I turn around to both Jacks and went, I'm not bringing it. I'm not bringing it, so that's why it isn't in this team, as you can see on the screen. It isn't here for week 4. He prepped for it. I know he did, and it was just sort of like, it was a warning sign for me, and I think he gave it away. It was either Salamence or Superior, and I'm glad with my choice, and I will. You'll see why in a bit. But yeah, going back to this, we've got Focus Plus, Thunderbolt, Nasty Plot, Psychic. Psychic hits the Tentacruel. Of course, we've still got Thunderbolt for that as well. The Jolteon, the Nidoqueen, of course, Psychic hits it. The Tornadus, of course, hits by Thunderbolt. Mega Morwile doesn't like a Thunderbolt or a Focus Blast, to be fair. Pyro doesn't like... Pyro dies to everything after a Nasty Plot. Tentacruel dies to Thunderbolt and Psychic after a Nasty Plot. The only thing that really rules this thing is Quagsire, and I was tempted to bring Grass Knot. But then looking at my team and having Superior, I don't think he was going to bring it. I feel like the Tentacruel... In my mind, the Tentacruel was more obvious for him to bring, but they both Jacks were like, he's going to bring Quagsire with Tentacruel. And, fun fact, he brings Tentacruel. We'll get more into that later. The Hooper was just massively scary, so being able to just hit that thing hard and outspeed it was necessary. So yeah, so for the EV spread, Jack did this. I don't actually have it on me. There is a reason why we did this calc. Base I only needed 152 special attack plus the expert band to basically kill most things after Nasty Plot. I didn't need to be max attack. That speed investment, base 166, is to outspeed the Hydreigon. Max speed Hydreigon I outspeed, so Focus Blast can hit. Obviously a bit of HP investment is going to be nice, because it means that I can tank a Ice Attack, and actually looking at this, it was very crucial that we did go with this set, and I will explain why later on. But yeah, moving on, next we go with Jan May, Shiny, because for some reason I felt like making it Shiny this week. Mienshao, Choice Scarfed, same as last week, we're going with a Scarfer, Scarfed Mienshao. We're actually going dual Scarfed, the same two Scarfers as we did last week. Dual Scarfed has not worked for me so far this season, but we'll see today if it does. So yeah, we've gone Scarf Mienshao, base 105, 105, I want to do it here, I am fucking, there we go. I have to do that because my calculator is fucking solar powered, for fuck's sake, and my curtains are closed. 105, no, it's 166, isn't it? 166 times 1.5 equals 249. That's, actually, yeah, looking at that, I don't know why it's that high. I think it's to outspeed a Scarfed something or other. I think it's Scarfed Max Speed Hydreigon. I think I outspeed at that speed. I feel like that's why that's there. Max Attack, the rest goes into HP, pretty standard set. High Jump Kick really hurts everything apart from the Nidoqueen. So I can literally just do that. Stone Edge, of course, hits the Tornadus really hard, and the Pyroar, even though High Jump Kick will hurt the Pyroar as well. U-Turn, just for some initiative. Of course, it hits the Hydreigon really well. Hits Hooper 4 times effectively, which is massively scary. So if he does have Hooper, I can go into Janmei and click U-Turn, and it does kill. Because it's 4 times effective. U-Turn kills at this stats against that Hooper. So if he does decide that he wants to sweep with Hooper, even at +1 with the skill swap, I outspeed with Mienshao with the Choice Scarf and kill it. And of course, I also hit the Abomasnow, High Jump Kick, Stone Edge, U-Turn. And then knockoffs just for, in case you want to knock anything off, just in case it's there. And a free knockoff is always nice against anything, against his team, especially against the Nido. Probably not the Hydreigon, but at least I'll be able to knock its item off, which would be nice. Next up, we got Scarfed again. We've gone Choice Scarfed Incineroar, the same as last week. I would have made this thing shiny, but its shiny is disgusting. Physical Scarf, max attack, 4 in special defense, 52 in HP, and that speed. I've just realised, holy shit! I didn't go in with max IV. I didn't go into the thing with max EVs. What the fuck? Okay, that's fine. It doesn't really matter. The game's over now anyway, because it's post commentary, but oh well. So yeah, so 166. Again, I'm gonna have to fucking do this against my windowsill. 116. That's 119. 116 times 1.5 equals 174. I'm 174 to outspeed the Pyroar. And actually outspeed the Pyroar at that speed, which is nice. So I outspeed everything but the Jolteon and the Tornadus. Yeah, because Pyroar's actually pretty quick. Funny enough, and the Intimidate's nice for Mega Mawile. This is literally my Mega Mawile set. He can't touch me, really. A Play Rough, of course, hurts. But with that Intimidate, if he tries to Sword Stance, I can get rid of that. So we've got Earthquake. Earthquake hits Mega Mawile, Nidoqueen, Jolteon, Tentacruel, and Pyroar. Flare Bit bops the Abomasnow if I get a chance to. It hits Tornadus hard, it hits Mega Mawile hard, it's Jolteon hard, Hooper hard. And of course he's got Cast Form as well. Knock Off, of course it's Stab if I just want to knock anything off, as we've already said. And Leech Life. Leech Life kills the Hooper. It does massive damage to the Hydreigon. It gets me HP back against the Abomasnow if I wanted to use it, and it was a little on health. So it's just a bit. It's there just for it hits hard on a few things and gets me recovery, which is the main reason why it's there. Next up, we have gone fully specially defensive Suicune, because looking at his team, he is a massive special attacker. In terms of his physical attackers, he's got Quagsire, and Mega Mawile, and maybe Hooper. That's it. Tornadus special, Hydreigon special, Nidoqueen special, Jolteon special, Tentacruel special. Abomasnow can be physical. I think Abomasnow is actually more physical. Pyroar special, Cast Form is probably mostly special. So bring in special Suicune was a no-brainer this week. Toxic, Ice Beam, HP Grass, and Scald. Toxic in case anything apart from the Mega Mawile wants to switch in this thing, I could just Toxic thing, and of course the Tentacruel. Ice Beam hits the Tornadus, the Hydreigon, the Nidoqueen really well. The reason, HP Grass, of course, makes me able to 1v1 the Quagsire. and doesn't do too bad damage to Nidoqueen as well. But of course, the Scald is there for the Pyroar, the Nidoqueen, probably the Mega Mawile as well, because just damage. Yeah, so fully specially defensive, 400 special attack, Calm Nature, Grass type IVs, which affect our special attack a little bit, but mainly just gets rid of our physical attack, which is fine. Next up, we got Hex God, our Jirachi. We went with a really special set. We went completely off the wall this week, and you will see why this set is amazing and why I may consider using it again in a few weeks' time, or maybe even next week if I really feel like it. But special Jirachi this week. We've gone with a special one. We thought, why not? I've always gone physical with the Iron Head flinching mechanism, but we decided to go Life Orb special this week. It has to be shiny for the event as well, which is fun. Energy Ball, HP Fire, Moonblast, Psychic. Psychic really hurts a lot of his team. Mega Mawile, it does over 50% on Mega Mawile, just because it's special defensive booty. Tornadus gets hurt by Psychic a lot. Hydreigon gets bopped by Moonblast. Nidoqueen gets bopped by Psychic. Jolteon doesn't really appreciate a Psychic. Hooper really doesn't like a Moonblast. Quagsire doesn't like an Energy Ball whatsoever. Tentacle doesn't like Psychic. Abomasnow doesn't like HP Fire. Pyroar doesn't really like a Psychic. So this set really hurts his team. 166 in speed to outspeed the Hydreigon. The rest into special attack and the rest into HP. So yeah, Jirachi, considering what this thing did to his team, didn't actually do anything in the battle, but you'll see why. And then finally, we have a Superior, our Snack, Shiny Superior, because Shiny Superior is cool. Holding the Colbur Berry, because this thing actually takes a Hurricane after Colbur Berry, which is nice, because it needs to get to at least +2 to hurt the Tornadus. So, yeah, so max, just under max special attack. 208 into speed, 174 means I outspeed the Pyroar. At max speed, we've gone HP Ground to hit the Nidoqueen because I need to be able to hit the Nidoqueen. Glare to be able to slow anything down, which would be lovely. Dragon Pulse hits, of course, the Hydreigon, and then Leaf Storm literally just bops everything else. Of course, apart from the Tornadus, which is why we've got the Colbur Berry there. So that is the team. We've got Kachow, Janmei, JBL, Crystal, Hexgod, and Sneck or Thundurus, Mienshao, Incineroar, Suicune, Jirachi, and Superior. Now, I've done the team builder in a little bit longer time this week, but hey ho, we're talking about this battle. If we switch over to the battle, indeed, as you can see, boom, he brought the Abomasnow, and you can't quite see where you can just about. I knew it. The next one actually says, everyone was like, he won't bring the Abomasnow. And then I said, good luck, have fun. It says you too. I'm going to put this on slow, turn the music off. I'm going to play it and then switch it around, switch sides and reset it. So as you can see, so he brought the Jolteon, the Mega Mawile, the Tornadus, the Nidoqueen, the Abomasnow, and the Tentacruel, which was nice to see because I was really fearing the Hydreigon and the Hooper, and he didn't bring either. So looking at this team, I was like, I've got a winnable battle right here. When I can beat this team, that Mega Mawile is scary. The Jolteon was a given. The Tornadus is scary, the Nidoqueen is bulk, but the Abomasnow and Tentacruel I was expecting and I prepped for, and I'm good to go. I feel confident about this battle. I just need to play it well. So first up, he immediately goes into his Jolteon, thinking for me to go. I'm guessing he was expecting me to go into lead Tornadus and click Volt Switch, because it hits everything apart from obviously the Jolteon. If it is Volt Absorb, because he could be, I think it's Quick Feet. All the Nido is, it's really hard. I go into Janmei first because nothing really likes a U-turn really well, and I get myself some initiative by doing this. So he immediately switches into the Nido. I think I click high jump. No, I do click U-turn for initiative. And as you can see Jack was watching the battle, and he puts, you brought Abomasnow, and I just like told him, he's like, you're a champ. So good little thing on Matt there bringing the Nido. But I get the initiative with U-turn and can go straight into Suicune because that is my Nidoqueen, and I can click Scald here, I think. His special wall to Suicune, of course, is the Tentacruel. I go for the Scald, I go Burn, give me a Burn, just because, yep, I get the Burn, which is nice. It literally gets rid of his Black Sludge recovery now, which makes his Black Sludge useless, which is nice. I can't stand in this thing, so I go into Thundurus, and he reveals the Icy Wind. And I'm like, shit, Here goes my speed. This is going to be annoying because now I don't outspeed. I don't outspeed Jolteon. I don't outspeed a few things on his team, but with that investment, Icy Wind does nothing. He can't risk a Thunderbolt here because if I'm Specs, I kill. So he can't risk a Specs Thunderbolt coming in here, so he has to switch out here because there's no Black Sludge recovery. He can't stay in, so he goes into the Jolteon expecting the Thunderbolt, and I click the Nasty Plot. I just go full out. I'm going to click Nasty Plot here, and this is where he clicks the HP and gets a crit. If I did not have that investment into the HP and the special defense, that crit would have killed, and Kachow would have gone down. The fact that it crit and we didn't kill was crazy. I don't know if it was HP Ice. I feel like it would be HP Ice for like Salamence and stuff, but it could have been HP Rock as well, probably Incineroar. But we don't kill. So obviously that happened so quickly, but literally that turn, waiting for that hidden power, I was sat there for a good minute. I had to play hard. I clicked Focus Blast. Because it just killed, and if he predicted me to go into, if he predicted me to think that he's going to go Edge and Power and him click Thunderbolt, it was going to hurt something. So I needed to play aggressive here. Literally, my game plan going into this is I literally just needed to outspeed and outpower his team, so I needed to play hyper offensive. So we hit the Focus Blast, and we killed the Jolteon. So straight away, boom! I killed the Jolteon. Brilliant, job done. Massive threat, a massive speed threat, and his team is dead. The only thing is, if he didn't get that crit, I could actually live whatever this Thundurus was going to do. But I ended up switching out to save it because, of course, if the speed goes down, he clicks U-turn, gets the initiative. I was thinking, oh shit, actually, he's the better off here. As he goes into the Abomasnow, so I didn't really know what to do here. I'm guessing my play was to go just into Mienshao because I didn't want to go into Incineroar. Fearing the Earthquake, which is what he clicks. It does over 50 to me, which tells me that is a hyper. That's an offensive. He's got an offensive Abomasnow, basically for Salamence. So Earthquake does a shit ton to me and Mienshao because we're not invested, which obviously tells him that I'm fully invested. I can either click U-turn here or click the high jump kick. High jump kick just straight up kills it, or does a big chunk to something coming in. U-turn gives me initiative. He goes into Nidoqueen. That is literally his Mienshao switch. I go for the high jump kick, do a nice little chunk to Nidoqueen. He kills with whatever he goes for here if I leave Janmei in. So of course I switch out into my Suicune because that is my switch for Nidoqueen. As he gets rocks, which now makes unfortunately my Thundurus useless because I have no hazard removal. So we get a bit here, and of course his switch is going to be into the Tentacruel. So I go into the, I could just go for a Skull to get a bit of residual damage, only 11%, as I make sure that the hail stops. I actually sack off, no I don't, I go into a Jirachi. I actually do that later on. I go into Jirachi, he goes for the Scald and play. I was like, please don't burn, but it doesn't really matter. He doesn't get the Bold, the Scald. I literally click Psychic here. I'm expecting the Mega Mawile to come in, which it does, and watch this for damage. I click Psychic, that was resisted Life Orb, did 55% to the Mega Mawile. That's disgusting. And you'll see in a little bit of time, it's going to come down on the right hand side. Jack actually says, fucking hell, damage. And I have to say, like, that was all Jack's idea, or Grey. Should I say, I need to say Jack and Grey because they're both called Jack. It was his idea to bring the special Jirachi, and they did 55% to the Mawile. That's ridiculous. He kills with Sucker Punch here, so I can't stay in. I know that. We did the prep. He just kills anything. So I go into the Incineroar expecting the Sucker Punch. I get the Intimidate off, and he does predictably go for the Sucker Punch. Brilliant. I've now intimidated him. He's now behind. He literally needs to go into the Tentacruel, which he does. And I click Earthquake and do a massive chunk to him. So I can literally stay in and click Earthquake again. As you see, there's the fucking damage. I switch out and sack off Thundurus here. The reason I did this is because I wanted to make sure that he didn't know I was Scarfed, because I actually he does know I'm Scarfed. I can now go into Superior here and revenge kill this thing with Leaf Storm. Boom! I miss the Leaf Storm. Fuck. So this is a problem. At least it would be. He went for the Icy Wind. I tank that, and my speed goes up. All three of us watching this battle, so me, Grey, and Matt, who I'm playing against, obviously, forgot about Contrary. He forgot about Contrary That's why he clicked Icy Wind to just do damage, because if I missed the Leaf Storm. He completely forgot about it, and now my speed is up. Even I, when I saw Icy Wind, went, no, my speed, and then saw that my speed went up. We all forgot about it, and I went, holy shit, he just upped my speed. And I think something was said in the chat. I literally can now click Leaf Storm again. Yeah, Jack just goes lol because I get my +2 and I'm at plus speed. As he goes into his Thunderous, and this is huge. I click Leaf Storm again, it does 63. I get to +3. He clicks Air Slash, I'm Colberberry. I tank the hit. And this is where he goes, oh shit, I need to switch out. He sacks off his Nido because click Leaf Storm, it takes out the Nido. I'm at +4 now, but I am in range of an Ice Shard now, so he sacks off his Nido. I actually killed his Abomasnow, if you went to his Abomasnow there, and the Ice Shard does take me out, but great work from Superior there, taking out his Nidoqueen and the Tentacle. Big threats are gone. And now I go into Incineroar, and I click Flare Blitz, because it kills the Mega Mawile, it kills the Thundurus, and it kills the Abomasnow. Bye-bye Abomasnow, get absolutely fucking wrecked. I know this thing, Incineroar's now going down. Whatever he brings in, which is the Thundurus, of course, it has got Regenerator, so it was play. U-turn does take me out, which is fine. And for some stupid reason, I go into Janmei here. And Sucker Punch kills. If I'd have gone into Suicune, I would have lived a Sucker Punch and killed it. So I just sacked off Janmei there for a little bit. I'm guessing a little bit more damage on the Hail was my mindset. Because now 1v1 I beat this thing with Suicune. So he goes into the Tornadus. I predicted that a mile off. Skull was my easy play. The Hail stops. So he clicks Air Slash. I'm massively specially defensive. He needs to flinch here. I click the Ice Beam. It does 46. I literally just click Ice Beam again because either the Thundurus goes down or he needs flinches here. And he doesn't get any of them. I click Ice Beam again, the Thundurus go down. Quick obviously don't matter as we see. And he goes into the Mega Mawile. I click Scald. It crits. The crit did not matter. He had a 4.6% chance to live a Scald. I outspeed. Sucker Punch did not kill me. And we win our first NSTL game 2-0. GG to Matt. And you can actually see my reaction in the chat as it pops up in a second. As you can see, it's just like, I won a fucking game. And Jack and Gray's like, yes, Brandon. I was so happy that I won. My heart was pounding. My head was on my desk. I literally just went, after the battle was finished. And I was so relieved that we won because, yeah. I just needed that first win. Not all the battles have been played for week 4 yet, as of me recording this, so we are currently still sat on bottom of the table. But if results go our way, we can go up a few places, which would be nice, because I would not like to be sat bottom the entire fucking season. But looking at our games coming up, I'm actually a bit more confident. I feel like now that I've faced both Jack and Gray, and that they can help me with prep, of course it's a bit unfair. A lot of people saying it's unfair that I get help every week for my prep. I'm new to this. They offered their help. I'm gonna take it up. I'm new to draft format. I'm watching so many draft leagues at the moment. I was literally at work yesterday watching A Drive and Crimson Seabird in their battles in their league at the moment, and see how they play and how they prep and stuff like that. I'm trying to learn as much as possible about draft league format because it is good fun, and it is a little laugh to have with your friends and stuff like that, and it is a good experience to get into. But looking at our games coming up, I feel like for the end of the season I can win. I don't know. I want to set my goal for 4 wins by the end of the season. We've got 1. I just want 3 more. I feel like would be nice for me. Next week we are playing Trog or Trogger, and he's new to draft league format. His team is scary AF though, so we'll have to see how that battle goes. I probably will lose against him, but he's a good mate of mine. If some of you don't know, we were actually analysts together for the PPL last year, so I've spoken to him a lot. I know him really well. So he's a chill dude. But coming back to this game, GG to Matt or ZayneGoose. Really good game. He says my prep, the Colberberry prep was brilliant on my half. He didn't bring Hurricane. Hurricane still didn't kill. I think I lived on like 2. If he would have hit a hurricane, he said air slash was just a lot safer to go for. So yeah, and especially defensive Suicune cleared up. Jirachi, Jirachi could have done so much to his team, but I didn't need it in the end. I just needed Suicune to clear up. Because I did, because Suicune cleared up at the end. I probably could have got the 3-0 if I'd have gone into Mien. Actually, to be fair, if I would have gone into Suicune and lost Suicune at the end, I think he won. So actually sacking off Mienshao was a good idea because I needed to clean switch in to Suicune to be able to finish up. Because if I would have gone into Suicune first, a Sucker Punch plus those air slashes would have probably killed Suicune. But then I guess Jirachi would have been able to take them both out, which probably would have led to another 2-0 or a 1-0. So, but we won, so I can't really say about saving differential. It doesn't really matter. I'm not going for differential in any of these battles. I literally just want to win them. If we win 1-0, we win 1-0. If we win 6-0, we win 6-0. I'm not going to get a 6-0. I will not get a 6-0 this season. I'm telling you about that. But if you've enjoyed today's video, guys, make sure to hit that like button down below for Show Sports World channel and the series. If you are new to the channel, make sure you hit the subscribe button as well. Check out all the coaches to the NSTL in the links down below. Because there's some great battles going on. We won our first game, so we're going into the next week a 1-3 typically, but we'll see how well we do next week, and I'll see you guys then. Peace!